Now I wonder what in the world that is. It's been laying over there for a couple of days, so today I'm going to walk over there and check that out. And we've also had reports that people have been dropping off deer carcasses down toward the lower end of the property. So today I'm going to act like a regulator and regulate this farm. There's one of the stray cats that seem to show up all the time. Her name's Cara. She knows her name, and she is scheduled for she's scheduled to be fixed here soon. So come join me as I go check that out and make sure that the fences are up and nothing has been tore up. A lot of people around here, you know, kind of redneck, and redneck doesn't have to mean poor, uneducated. Redneck to me just means very mischievous, tearing things up for no reason, etc. But anyway, I'm going to go grab my tripod selfie stick and going to walk over there and probably bring a pair of loppers and maybe do some branch trimming. I've got to get one of the resolutions that I've made is to be back in decent, drop a couple of pounds off and be back in fighting condition, fighting shape before summertime. I have packed some pounds on and I've got to get them back off. So, okay, here we go. Whew. If you're handicapped, that's about the way that I have to get across that stream. No more hopping across like I used to, all nimbly bimbly like a cat. Did you say meow? Okay, we're near that. Looks like a sign from here. So yeah, meow, we're gonna walk on over here and check that out, meow. Okay. Seem to be having a hard time today with my selfie stick, but oh good lord. Yeah, maybe I want to pay attention to where I'm walking to. Yeah, that would be helpful. You know what would be helpful is if I didn't forget the loppers. Yep, there they are. There they are. Here we go. Oh, let's see. There we go. Just trying to pick them up with the wrong hand. Like I've said before, if I can't see my hand, I can't control it that well. So, I think with that in mind, I got to be more careful as I go across here. That's a shame. People just continually throw things out and down. We're near, as I've said before, near a lake access for South Holston Lake in Virginia. And people, when they either go to or from the lake, they just have to throw stuff down. And it's been a while since I've went out here and picked anything up, I'll be honest. A lot of times I'll pick up trash closer, oh good lord, closer to the farm and not come all the way out here. But I'll show you a little bit more here in a second. I'm gonna have to negotiate this. Let me drop all this. And yeah, this is what I've got to get across. It's not too bad. And I've got a pair of I've got rubber shoes on, so it's not going to be any problem. But I'm going to sign off, and I'll start filming again when I get right up there to the sign. So, all right, good times negotiating all this grass. I'm thinking about actually coming out here and right now while it's wet, burning all of this, having myself and a couple of other people here and just go ahead and burn all of this down. And because you can't really, you saw it a minute ago, there's water up underneath all this grass. Go ahead and eliminate that, cut it down, or I'm sorry, after you burn it, it'll come back up green and that way we can have more pasture land for either grazing or when we lease it out for and sell hay from it. But we are almost to that that sign or whatever it is. So I'm going to, whoa, fall into the mud, and that would have to go onto the blooper reel. So, okay, well, I've got the loppers and I've got a remote here, and I'm going to walk up here and check that out. I'm definitely going to do a little bit of trimming today while I'm up here with the old trusty loppers. I believe Emilia Clarke, if I'm not mistaken, that's the actress's name, from Game of Thrones, Khaleesi. Love that TV show. I haven't had a chance, I've kind of fallen behind a little bit, but I was reading a couple of days ago about her brain aneurysm and having to undergo neurosurgery 2 different times. And I know that's a scary, scary thing. I've been through it already, and luckily she seems okay. No, not a lot of side effects. But she has started a charity organization, and I'm thinking about looking into maybe either volunteering. Oh no, there's a deer carcass right there. I see it. There's one. So, trash bags, deer carcass, and you know that attracts wildlife like foxes. We do have those here, and also large dogs, stray dogs from everywhere. Up there on the hillside is where I did an overnighter. I'm still working on that. I'm actually editing that. I switched over from using the Windows iMovie from the Apple iMovie to, I'm trying out the Windows Media that came preloaded with my phone. Go up there and get that. I'm just, what in the world is up there? I'll have to check that out. But look at all this trash. You know, you've got, and there, at one time, there's not as much as there was at one time, but 1 year after I graduated college, I just walked all the way around here, cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it. It took almost an entire summer, but yeah, it's a major bummer. And now it's all the way down through there, just can and bottle. Jiminy crickets. Don't get that. I really don't understand that. You know, I was guilty of maybe littering a little bit when I was a kid, but nothing like that. And now I don't litter at all. Even before I stopped smoking, I would not throw the butts out. If I were outside smoking or in the woods or something, I would finish a cigarette off, pinch it, and knock all the tobacco off, and put it in either a plastic bag or a little portable collapsible ashtray. So, all right, I'm going to walk over here and check this out. And okay, then it's not a road sign. It's a hood that someone has pulled off, and instead of taking it for scrap metal, they've just said, "Hey, we're gonna chuck it here on the side of this little cliff," because it does drop off. At the very top of that is the road, and so they just chuck it down. I have found a TV. I ought to make a series. Maybe this will be the first in a series of strange things that I find at the farm, because I have found TVs, old broken down VCRs, etc., but never anything of value. But I'm going to go ahead. There's a couple other things that I've seen from the road that I'm going to go check out. So I'll be back on in a minute when we get closer. Definite note to self: the next time I come out here, definitely wear the big muck boots, the large ones. All I have on today are these little low rubber shoes. And as you can see, it was not fun because I am not Chun, nor am I his student, Remo Williams, on The Adventure Begins. You know, they're running out of ideas for movies. They ought to do a remake of the Destroyer series, Remo Williams. There was a movie a few years ago. This is what I'm walking in right now, the bog as I call it. Always thought this is a good place for bamboo, and last summer I put out bamboo, and hopefully it'll grow. I got to get up here and start trimming on all of these cedar trees. All of those have to be taken down. They used to be, both of those hillsides were clear, and it took my grandfather and I back in the 80s a couple of days. No, actually it was like a week solid. But anyway, we are closing in to the blue whatever it is. We're going to find out. Some people might remember it was Fred Ward, who had played in the movie The Right Stuff, portrayed Remo Williams, and The Adventure Begins, which is a good movie. I liked it. I mean, it's typical 80s believability, but okay. Now we are still closing in. Man, it has been slow going. More trash. Tire, rim. I'm gonna have to climb in there. I'm not going to do that today. I'll go back and get my muck boots and come back tomorrow and start pulling some of these things out, these tires. Well, we're closing in to where I want to go. All right. And it looks like there's more deer carcass or skeletons. Crap. Well, there's another carcass, and I can see from here there's already more down that way. So we'll make our way down there and check that out as well. There are literally, must be at least 7, 8, 9, 10 skeletons. There must be at least, gosh, I don't know, 10, 12 skeletons down here altogether. Probably more than that. I'll have to start adding them up here in a minute, or this evening when I edit the footage, because I can't remember now how many I've seen. But let me show you some more. This is ridiculous, and definitely poachers. I do not allow this at all. One person has a written agreement to hunt this year and next year. So we've got more deer skeletons, I'm assuming. That's what it looks like. And this has been a common theme everywhere. More skeletons over there. More of the same fur everywhere, as you can see. There. And you know what? Poachers suck big donkey penises. Really, really, really big ones. I'm seeing, even from here, more skeletons over there. More skeletons over there. Starting to get low on the battery. And it's going to take me a little while to get back out of here, because I keep stopping and doing a Miyagi, which is, for me, I'm stopping and using the loppers every so often to cut a makeshift path. So the next time I come out here, it's going to be easier, and then the next time I come out, I'll bring the loppers as well, and I'll keep bringing them out when I have spare time. That's a nice thing about this time of year, is that until it warms up a little bit more, where you can get out and actually get any kind of chores you need to get done as far as clearing land. You know, if it were the middle of summer, I probably wouldn't see a lot of this stuff, nor would I probably be coming out here. But now that I'm making a trail, it'll be easier to come out here in the middle of summer. But the reason I don't come out here in the summer is that all of this behind me is, that's one big briar patch. So I don't want to come out there in the middle of summer for that. But